And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The Bucs have 1-6 now, and they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Julio. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Check it, reload. Rip.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have
touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Buccaneers 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out. There he goes left side. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, Like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Dobbins on the slant route. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Jackson now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Hey, go 66.
Here's Brady. And this one is incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Go, bandit! Let's go on. No, 66. Out.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of...
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, it's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 21 yards away. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself yourself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 149 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check it, reload! Grip! 72!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Sugar! Ozzie!
Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Colin Johnson there, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to work.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones, 31 yards.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
Brady will look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So,
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Ravens 37, Buccaneers 22.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brady going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them.